Hello everyone, I am Phoenix and welcome to MX Gaming News. So we got quite a bit to go through here, and the first part is a new Borg STF, which there's been a lot of, well, not a lot, but there's been some about over this new Borg STF. So it is called Borg Disconnected. So let's go through it little by little here. It says Borg Disconnected is a first queue available to players in Delta Rising. It will be made available to all players who are level 50 and above. After the Borg Queen's defeat, the Borg were sent into disarray. Many Borg were disconnected from the collective and began to have thoughts of their own. Some of these Borgs were put down, while many others gained control of the entire ship. Their intent being to find one of those who freed them and join their cause. So we got a nice picture of looks like Unimatrix 1, or I don't know, I can't remember. Big old spotlight, green spotlight there going. Alright, so let's go here. Here's another one of the Borg Space City here. Alright, so let's see here. The Borg Queen, however, is not so easily defeated. She was revived by another Unimatrix located within the Delta Quadrant and put her plan into action to reunite the Borg. Once the Borg Queen would have destroyed an entire ship to get rid of one Borg, she would no longer have the luxury of expendable ships and the Undine and Voth attacking them. Instead, the Borg Queen has safely measured uploaded to all Borg ship. Any ship containing one disconnected Borg would have their controls taken away and be set on a course to the closest Unimatrix. The goal? To reassimilate all disconnected Borg. Alright, so there we got a picture of a Voth ship exploding within the Unimatrix. Alright, so the Borg Cooperative has located the Unimatrix where the Borg Queen is reassimilating ships containing disconnected Borg. Now they need the help of the Alliance to keep the Borg free and once again put a stop to the Borg Queen. The Alliance will find, however, that there are more factions in the Delta Quadrant that seek the total destruction of the Borg, including those who may serve as allies to the Alpha Quadrant Alliance. So not everyone's going to be happy that we're going to try and disconnect Borg and free them, and they just want the Borg destroyed. Unfortunately, you can't always do that. So here we go. Looks like Undine, maybe Planet Killer. I don't know what the heck these things are. I forgot. Anyways, check out Borg Disconnected when it comes live to live servers with Delta Rising, and to be on the lookout for it coming to Triple soon. So yeah, so a new Borg STF, and like I said, there's been some grumblings about another Borg STF. We have at least 5 different Borg STFs. I think someone wants maybe another Voth or even an Undine STF going on. So who knows? Maybe I think even someone wants something different within the Delta Quadrant. Okay, so that is that news. I'm going to pause the video and we'll go to the next part here. Alright, so here's some exciting news. The Voyager crew returns. So that's the headline for this news. And as you can see, there's Neelix, Admiral Tuvok, 709, the Doctor, and Harry Kim. So let's see here. So it's a very short blurb. We're pleased to announce, in the continuation of the Voyager theme of Star Trek Online Delta Rising, Jay Ryan, 709, Ethan Phillips, Neelix, Robert Picardo, the Doctor, will join Garrett Wang, Harry Kim, and Tim Russ Tuvok to reprise their characters from Voyager when Star Trek Online Delta Rising launches this fall. Set 32 years after the events of Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek Online Delta Rising will bring captains into the Delta Quadrant, a mysterious region of space recently made easily accessible through the ancient Iconia gateways as players explore uncharted worlds and interact with alien species. They will fight alongside legendary crew members of the USS Voyager to investigate an unknown enemy presence. Stay tuned for our in-depth look at the cast members that will be joining us in Delta Rising. So, props to Cryptic for getting pretty much half the crew of the Voyager team here. So they managed to snag Jerry Ryan. Now, if my memory serves me right, 7 and 9 in Star Trek Online cut all ties with the Federation and went to the what was it? What are they called? I want to say Dyson. It's not Dyson. I can't remember. Some robotics division of not the Federation, but some company. So she went there. So her coming back is a bit of a surprise. I'm just gonna go up there. We of course knew that Neelix was going to be in it, but obviously we didn't know that Ethan Phillips was going to be reprising his role, which is pretty cool, and Robert Picardo reprising his role as the Doctor, so that's pretty cool. So they all pretty much look alike. The only thing is the Jerry Ryan character here doesn't really look like Jerry Ryan, but I mean, you got to do with what you got, and I mean, they've been pretty spot on with a lot of their details to their characters, so that's not too bad. I'm sure it will change over time. So, I mean, they still have like what 45 days left to get Delta Rising up and running, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be changes. So maybe a touch up on the 7 and 9 character will be in place. So, anyways, let us go to the next part of this. And we're going to scroll up here. I forgot to... Alright, whoops. So here's the Delta Rising Operations Pack. So I'll get more into the pack into another tab. So here we're going to learn more about some of the ships that we got to see in some of those pictures. I can't remember if I showed some. Yes, there were some pictures in, I think, the last news video that I did on Delta Rising. It was a Federation ship. So here we go. So there's a Romulan, the Federation, and the Klingon ships. So, alright, it says, let's see here. Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. You're about to explore an area of space that is only partially charted and full of a few friends and a lot of foes and even more unknowns. This is the lead producer, which is Steven Rocosa, I believe, and he's excited to announce the Delta Rising Operations Pack. The Operations Pack will ensure you're fully prepared for your journey through the Delta Quadrant by giving you access to the most cutting-edge technology, personnel, and ships in the fleet. Alright, so there's sort of our first real look at one of the ships there. Really interesting design. It's kind of got a design of... Oh, I'm trying to think of it. I want to say the Star Cruiser, but that is completely wrong. I'll have to remember it, but it looks like you got the 4 nacelles like you do on the multi-vector assault escort. Very small body as well there. It's a small glimpse at it, but you can see. Alright, so let's continue on here. So captains will gain access to 8 brand new Tier 6 starships complete with intelligence bridge officer stations spread across our 3 factions. The newest class of ship in this pack, the intelligence ships, will feature stations for our new intelligence officers, offer a new type of gameplay, and comprise 5 of the 8 included ships. Romulan, Klingon, captains will each have access to 1 faction-specific intelligence ship. The Federation captains will have access to 3 faction-specific intelligence ships. looks like they favor Federation over Klingon and Romulan. These are the only ships that will grant access to a commander-level intelligence bridge officer station, giving captains the flexibility to truly leverage the power of the intelligence officer class. In addition to their intelligence-themed consoles and intelligent bridge officers, these ships can launch drones that can scan enemy ships for weaknesses and then give captains access to a suite of powers designated to exploit these weaknesses. The sheer versatility that intelligent ships offer captains of any faction will make them valuable ally and a dangerous foe to anyone encountered in the Delta Quadrant. Excuse me while I take a drink, guys. Reading all this, throat gets a little parched. So there's a close-up of a Klingon. Looks like kind of a battle cruiser, but I'm sure it's an intelligence cruiser. The remaining 3 ships are themed around Voyager's journey through the Delta Quadrant, and they are split equally among the 3 factions. On their mission back to the Alpha Quadrant, Captain Janeway and the crew encountered numerous threats and discovered new technology advances. All of that information was combined, evaluated, and utilized to create Alpha Quadrant ship custom built for incursions through the Delta Quadrant. These ships will also feature intelligent bridge officer stations, unique Delta Quadrant themed consoles, and a brand new Tier 6 ship material that will definitely make your new ship stand out. So, so you're kind of getting a different texture to the ships as well. So that's kind of neat. So there's the Romulan. Looks like a raptor or warbird. I'm going to say a raptor. Alright. So in addition to these fantastic ships, we'll include very rare intelligent bridge officers to equip your new intelligent ships, very rare duty officers with unique active abilities, an entire suite of Talaxian male and female uniform options that are custom built to from the show reference, 3 unique captain titles, and 3 Tier 5 ships upgrade tokens for your favorite existing ships will be Delta ready. The Delta Rising Pack is a fantastic offering that will make sure that your voyage through the Delta Quadrant is a success. Please click on the throw to this link to get more detailed information about this pack. So I'm going to be going over to that in just a moment. So there we go. We got some information about some of the ships here that we're going to be getting. And move over to this tab here. Oop, there we go. Alright, so here is a gallery of some of the ships. I'm going to flip through them because I think this is the biggest thing that we've all been wanting, is to look at the ships. So there's the ship that we saw there. Oop, there we go. Look at that. It kind of looks like an oval disc. I think it's like almost like a Defiant type class vessel. And here's something interesting. Look at that big deflector on top. Instead of it being on the bottom, it's on top and it looks like a separate piece. Here we go. Looks like a new type of Enterprise class or Galaxy class. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll have to wait and see what that is. Well, it looks like they're calling it the Guardian Cruiser. And here's the Quib Intelligence Battle Cruiser. Pretty cool, nice and sleek. And here we have a warbird or raptor. I'm not sure which one they're classifying this one. Again, I think it's a raptor, just the way it looks like. And here's a warbird. So this is the Athiel Battle Cruiser. Well, that looks mean looking. And here's a picture of a bunch of Talaxians. So there you go. So these are some of the designs for Talaxians, male and female. Alright, and I think that is it for those pictures. So, so the operation pack is going to cost you $124.99. So, and what that is going to give you, so let's see here. Okay, so the gateways in the adjacent sphere have opened the door to the Delta Quadrant, where old friends and enemies wait. Equipped with everything the Delta Rising Pack has to offer, you'll be ready to retrace Voyager's path and become one of the legendaries in the quadrant. Okay. Alright, so here's the details. So the following unlocks ships for characters on an account, all Federation characters on account. So here's the Phantom Intel Escort. This Tier 6 T6 light escort was designed for stealth, speed, and delivering withering volleys of weapon fire on an unsuspecting target. It is equipped with a cloaking device and active sensor array that will allow it to gather information about a target to expose a vulnerability. That is pretty cool. So an internal cloaking device. That's not a as far as I can tell, that's not a console. And that active sensor array, that's not a console either. That comes with this ship. So that's pretty cool. The Phantom Intel Escort is also equipped with a heavy phaser lance universal console. So there's your console. So a heavy phaser lance console. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know where they're gonna stick it. Is it on the bottom or is it, where is it? Like that's my question. Is where is it? Alright, so anyways, this weapon is capable of delivering a blast of directed energy at a target that bypasses a portion of the target shields. If used on a target that has been exposed by the Phantom's active sensor arrays, the heavy phaser lance deals significantly more damage and completely bypasses the target. Oh, so yeah, you really want to use your active sensor arrays on enemy ships, so you can just blow them out of the sky, as they say. So that's pretty cool. So here's the Eclipse Intel Cruiser. A Tier 6 cruiser, the Eclipse is a light and nimble ship for its class, taking some inspiration from battle cruisers. It is equipped with a cloaking device and active sensor array, so I think they all come with a cloaking device and this active sensor array, so that's kind of neat. You're getting two separate things with these ships. Anyways, so the sensor arrays allow you to gather information about your target and expose vulnerabilities. The Eclipse Intel Cruiser is also equipped with a Structural Integrity Field Universal Console. This device drains the structural integrity fields of enemy starships and overloads its own. Oh, that does not... Oh, okay, maybe gives your own structural integrity a boost. Okay, maybe that's what they're trying to say. The effect not only causes significant hull damage to affected foes, it also provides the Eclipse with additional hull strength. Yeah, so that's what they mean. Yeah, you're going to get a huge boost to your hull there, which is pretty cool. All right, so next, let's see here. So this is the Scryer Intel Science Vessel. I hope I pronounced that. The Scryer is a Tier 6 starship designed to complete dangerous deep space espionage missions without being detected by the enemy. It is equipped with a cloaking device and active sensor array that allows it to gather information about its target to expose a vulnerability. The Scryer Intel Science Vessel also comes equipped with a sensor probe swarm universal console that can deploy dozens of small probes intended to harass the enemy starships. Vessels that are affected by these probes will have their shields weakened and their damage significantly reduced. In addition, cloaked foes affected by the sensor probe swarm will be revealed. So that's pretty cool. So here's the Guardian Cruiser. It says image coming soon when we've already seen it. They may give it a different skin or something. They might give it like the same skin that these three have. A versatile Tier 6 starship capable of accomplishing almost any class of mission, the Guardian features a particle conversion matrix universal console. It can use this device to absorb incoming energy damage through its shields, significantly reducing incoming damage. So that's pretty cool. With the particle conversion matrix, the Guardian Cruiser also gains a modest amount of bonus energy weapon damage each time it is struck by enemy fire. Well, that's pretty cool. Excuse me while I take another drink, guys. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So here we got the Klingon. So this is unlocks for all Klingon Empire characters on account. Here's the Quib Intel Battlecruiser. The Tier 6 Quib Intel Battlecruiser is a stealthy and agile vessel. It is lighter than most KDF battlecruisers. It features a battle cloaking device and active sensor array. I don't really play Klingon all that much, but I know they have a cloaking device, but I don't think it's a battle cloaking device, so there might be a little bit of a difference there. The Quib Intel Battlecruiser also features a weapon system Siphon universal console. This device drains the weapon system of nearby enemy starships and overloads its own. The effect reduces the reduces the damage and accuracy of affected foes and boosts the Quib's damage and accuracy. That is pretty cool. That is an awesome console. I'm liking that one. And then we have the Maha Raptor. The Maha Raptor is the most advanced tactical vessel in the KDF fleet. This Tier 6 starship is designed to have unparalleled forward weapon firepower, capable of delivering volleys of devastating torpedo fire at its enemies. It is equipped with a cloaking device. The Maha also comes equipped with a heavy disruptor nose cannon universal console. This console can unleash a sustained barrage of disruptor fire at any starship that enters its range of fire. Enemy ships hit by this weapon will have their engines knocked offline for a short time. Well, how long is a short time? Is it 5, 10, 15 seconds? Or is it more? So here we have the Romulan ships. The Fahit Intel okay, so it's a Warbird, my mistake. This Tier 6 ship is the pinnacle of Romulan engineering in terms of stealth and maneuverability. It is equipped with a Romulan enhanced battle cloaking device. That's interesting. Enhanced battle cloaking device. An active sensor array that allowed it to gather information about targets and expose a vulnerability. The Fahit, I hope, Intel Warbird also features a heavy plasma lance universal console. This weapon has 2 modes. The first fires a single heavy plasma beam at its target, causing a fierce plasma fire and rendering the target vulnerable to Intel exposure abilities. However, if the opponent is already in a vulnerable state, the heavy plasma lance bypasses the target's shield and does more damage, so that's pretty cool. They only talked about the first. I don't think they talk about the second here. Alright, so, and then we have the Alael light warbird battle cruiser. It's a Tier 6, obviously, created by the Romulan Republic to fill a need for a more agile battle cruiser. The Alael is less durable than a Durdurex, I hope I pronounced that right, but significantly more maneuverable. It comes equipped with a battle cloaking device. The Warbird battlecruiser also features a destabilizing singularity projector universal console. This device allows the Alael to project a collapsing singularity towards a distant group of foes. The intense stress of the enemy ship's hulls causes heavy damage and dramatically reduces their defense resistance to exotic damage. So that's pretty cool. Sounds like a gravity well to me. So that's pretty cool. So let's see here. What else? Extras. So Talaxian uniform inspired by Neelix's incomparable and colorful fashion choices. These costume pieces unlock for all characters on an account. Okay. 3 ship upgrade tokens. Use these to upgrade your Tier 5 ships for when you begin to explore the Delta Quadrant. Not all ships are upgradable. Little asterisk here. Note this option unlocks once per account on a character of your choice. So I don't think that this is account bound. This is only a character, only one character. So I think they've changed their thoughts on how the upgrade tokens are going to be. So that's really not an ideal thing. Well, we'll have to wait and see what they say. I mean, I'm sure it's subject to change, so let's not get up in arms about this. I know I was a little upset in my last video. So, you know, and over time I've said, you know, okay, you know, if they're going to charge, let's have a package deal. I think a package deal would be more beneficial. That way, the developers at Cryptic get paid and the people at Cryptic get paid. And not only that, but I mean, you know, we still have to pay Zen to upgrade our ships. But at least if it's a package deal, say you know, $20 or $30, that I think is more than worth than what they would, you know, than, you know, paying $500 to $5 to $10 per ship. That's account bound. I think it would be worth it if it was $30 for, you know, each faction, and each character in a faction gets to upgrade their ships for free in a sense, but because you paid the $30. I don't mind if it was each faction. I don't really mind, because to me that kind of makes sense. But anyways, let's move on before I get lynched. Anyways, 3 very rare intelligent bridge officers per faction. Intel ships need intelligence bridge officers. These special bridge officers have all new space and ground abilities and unlock for all characters on an account. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's see here. Delta Quadrant Duty Officers. Add Delta Quadrant Duty Officers with special traits to your crew. This option unlocks once per character on an account. So I don't know if you can get it for all your characters. I don't think you can. Exclusive titles. Title Voyager. This title is exclusive to the purchase of the Delta Rising Pack. It unlocks for all characters on an account and can also be used on the forums. Again, you get the Delta Quadrant Explorer, can be used on the forums, and Delta Quadrant Ambassador, you can use this on the forums as well. So let's see here. Alright, so let's see here. The following items and titles will be unlocked for purchase on October 14th. So Phantom Intel Escort, Eclipse Intel Escort, Sky Intel Science Vessel, Guardian, Quib, Maha, Fayette, Ayla, Talaxian. Okay, so they'll all this stuff here will unlock on October 14th when Delta Rising launches. So and they have system requirements for, I guess, either Delta Rising or just the game itself. So if you didn't know, there you go. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know that you can run it on Intel HD graphics, which my work computer has, but you know, it still doesn't. Still got to put it on low graphics when I play it on there. But anyways, so that is it for all the stuff. You get to see some cool and interesting ship designs that they're coming out with. Really different from what we know of Star Trek and what we love from Star Trek. These are, I mean, right now I'm not gonna pass judgment, but I'm gonna say that they look really neat. They look, and you know, you guys know me, I love different. So this is kind of different, but also a bit of the same. Like the Phantom Intel looks like a Defiant. The Eclipse Intel looks like a mix of a battle cruiser and a advanced multi escort. Well, I can't even think straight. The Prometheus class. There we go. And then we have the Science, which is kind of a neat. I know I've seen this kind of design before, where it's just like a ring, and then and then where the bridge is, and you got like the center piece here, and it's not attached, or if it's attached, it's got like little sections to it. So those are pretty cool. Some really interesting designs. So, and even with the battle cruiser here and this Raptor here, you know, this kind of looks like the actual battle cruiser. I can't remember what the name of it is, but you know, the ones in the Next Generation that Gowron always rode in. One of these battle cruisers, it looks like that. This looks like almost like a D8 cruiser, just really shortened in the neck, and you know, much wider, or not as round head, or saucer section. I don't know what you call it, but anyways. And then you get the Warbird here, and you know, pretty neat here. So some pretty neat things. Is it worth the $124.99? Maybe. I don't know for sure. You know, considering that probably each of these ships is going to cost 2,500 Zen, so that's $25 each. So you get so if you pay for just the Federation ones, that's $125 right there, and then you get an extra 50, 100, and then this is probably like 250, and each one of these is probably about maybe 500, so that's $15 there. So yeah, probably it is worth it. The titles are titles; they're not even worth anything. So these bridge officers here, they're probably worth it, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be expensive when they come out. And even duty officers. Duty officers are going to be friggin' insane. They already are, some of them. So yeah. Is it worth it? Probably. This is probably the only time it's going to be on sale. It's not going to be on sale ever again. So I'm not going to be the judge here on whether it's going to be worth it or not. I'm going to leave that up to you guys. That is going to be your call if you want to spend that kind of money. I mean, like I said, I don't mind. People that make a great game should be paid for it. And $125 for all the things that you just saw here. It probably is worth it, and that's a great deal, because they'll probably jack it up to about $160 after launch, or probably a month after launch. It will probably be $160, so 160,000 Zen or something like that. So, or 16,000 Zen, I should say. But again, I'm gonna leave that up to you guys, and see if that's something that if you guys get it, great. If you guys don't, that's up to you guys. Anyways, thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to me ramble on. And as always, thank you. As always, we'll see you out there.